played Hungry Shark Evolution since 2016 and have seen the game grow over time. And while the game received many updates over time, I saw some changes that I felt ruined the game's charm. And this video goes over the big and small changes that most old and young players would like to have back into the game. And we'll break it down into 6 parts being: First, we'll start with the game's environment. The main menu had a rocky background with a nice shade blue color for the ocean that was great for the game. But then FGOL removed the background, making it less impactful than before. Next up is the selection of sharks. It had a wooden style that made the game feel unique. Then they took that style away and replaced it with a simpler look. This design looks nice, but when you compare the old one, it has a greater look in the game. Next, the camera mode. The camera mode lets you look at the shark's design, which was a very nice feature in the game. Sadly, now you can't do that anymore. Next is the museum, where you can check out the prey and predators in the game. You can check how dangerous each creature is, and this is especially good information for new players, and it is overall great for the game. But now this feature in the game was removed, and for no reason, but I hope soon they will bring back it because it's been 5 years. Now, the last thing is the shark info. It showed you the description of the shark and shows you the new things you can eat. Years later, now it doesn't show you all the new things you can eat and the description of the shark. It's a change that players can get used to but would rather have the old info card back. Now that's all I had to say about the game's environment. Some couple of changes and removals that were questionable, but now I would like to talk about the game's experience. When I first played this game, I had to explore and find seashells to unlock missions, find secret objects for more coins, and run away from threatening objects and creatures. As I undercover the ocean zones, I was welcomed by giant sharks. First would be the dark and menacing great white shark. Then the mighty devil Naga, Lodan. And then the massive Dunkleosteus, and so on. What made enemies unique was normal sharks' evil counterparts, and the camera would lock onto the enemy sharks when you are close. But now bigger sharks are less menacing because of their bright colors. I mean, would you be scared at this? Then these wicked-looking sharks. There's no debate. The scarier sharks look way better in the game because it makes you more excited to play as those bigger sharks. Next, your camera would lock on a bigger enemy, so you can avoid it. Then they took it away, making the game harder to avoid big threats like, for example, a giant luminite shark. Now I would like to talk about Alan's Space Update. This update added new content in the game besides a bigger shark. And this new update brought a new map with new prey and predators. And these things made the game more fun and challenging. But sadly, it was replaced with a new map that barely adds anything new nor challenging in the game. I understand that the other map was old, but it isn't right to remove a map that players enjoyed, and every time someone asks future games of London to bring it back, they just ignore them. And now recently, the Demon Shark update added a new challenge in the game called Hardcore Mode. I love it so much, but it lost the opportunity to make the game more fun if only all the sharks could play it. And I do really hope that the next updates will bring something new that would change the gameplay, and that would definitely make the game more fun. Now time for Sharkable mentions. You had to search around the map to collect seashells to unlock missions, and it was an interesting way to explore the map that I think many people enjoyed. Next is completing 50 missions for a jetpack. When I first saw this, It made me determined to find all the seashells in the game, and overall, it was very rewarding for me because now I can fly like a shark. Remember about the daily chest? Yeah, I do too, but I understand why they just replaced it with the daily rewards. Lastly, the movie Jaws had many references to the game. It was funny to me back then, but it's sad to know that it's removed in the game and could have made a story with Mayor Bobby. And well, that's all I had to say about the experience. Now, let's talk about how users progress in the game. As you unlock bigger sharks, you can see the next shark spinning or a fossil on an extinct beast. These fossils will intrigue users to progress in the game, and overall, this was one of the reasons why I loved the game. Then FGOL's senseless decisions took all the fossils away, replacing them with ghosts. I can't imagine why they would do that, but it definitely made people sad. Now listen to these sounds. And compare these sounds with the modern sounds. Lastly, as you grow the sharks, you can see them getting bigger in the menu and made players like myself feel happy about their progress in the game. And just like all the good features, this was removed, making the sharks in the menu at max level the same size as it was from the start. That's all I have to say about progressing in the game. And now the next topic I would like to briefly go over is the special sharks. The special sharks were made from a mad scientist, and you needed 750,000 points to unlock this lab. The secret lab made me and others interested in this game even more, and definitely worth grinding for. Then slowly, future games of London decreased the requirement of points being from 750,000 points to 500,000 points until they removed the point requirement. Not only that, but they removed the lab. Yes, the lab. The one thing that made these sharks special is gone. But the only thing we players can do is ask them to bring back the things we love, but I don't think they really do listen to us. They just brush us off of being too greedy, but in reality, we just want what's best for the game. In addition, I am doing this video because I want the game to be the best it can be, not because I'm mad about the changes in the game. It's because I care about the game and its future. If anyone who works for Hungry Shark, please tell us why you don't collaborate with your players. I understand your jobs are busy, but please take the time to understand what players really want in the game, not just you assuming that the things in your game are quote-unquote too old. Anyways, that's the end of my rant. Next up is Hungry Shark's YouTube channel. The Hungry Shark YouTube channel used to post many things like
Yeah, I do actually. My favorite shark is Alan. And it's true that it's filtering super fast, but actually you can apply different power-ups or
Ubisoft made this game not as fun as it was in 2018.
I hear you. Thanks so much for your feedback. We'll keep it in mind. We're preparing new content for the game. Also, the right things.
FGOL, I hope one day you will be opened up to communicate with your community and make the game more enjoyable for everyone. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and have a good day.